I've personally heard from sources that Assassin's Creed Shadows is shaping to be an amazing release despite all of the flack and the controversy surrounding it. Aside from that, people that I don't know have said they played the game, the full game, and I quote, "Trust me when I say that despite the controversies, this AC game is of epic proportions. You're in for a surprise." And one aspect that appeals to me the most is the map exploration. This is something that I was really interested in, being that the previous AC titles have fell along the lines of mediocrity. But today I want to deep dive into the exploration of the map, a world of secrets, and how Ubisoft has really put a lot of focus on the open world map and how it correlates with your gameplay experience. And they've discussed how so far they've broken down the stealth, combat, and parkour. They've taken an exploration loop. Their open world is vast and full of things to discover, so learning how to get your bearings as you explore its numerous mountains and valleys will be key to your adventure. When it comes to Shadows exploration feature, there's a lot to discover alongside the return of existing gameplay loops and mechanics. We made major changes and additions to foster a unique sense of discovery as you roam the world. We didn't want to hold the player's hand too much with icons and markers. I can attest to that. Like the Eagle Vision from the previous AC titles made the game a cakewalk, and everything you can see on the map to know exactly where to go and what it offers. But they wanted to craft an open world where information and finding that information was key and would become a form of reward. This made sense in the context of playing a shinobi and fighting for information. In Shadows, information is something you need to look for and earn, whether through your spies, NPC encounters, or through your own eyes. In short, we want players to discover all our cool secrets on their own terms through investigation, their spy network, or by observing the world. So this gives a call for exploration in the world map. It's the backbone of exploration. You'll start the game with a map that only reveals region names and drawings hinting at the potential nature of key locations. So this means you'd have to go to that actual region. Within that region, there are certain landmarks that you can discover, uncovering more and more details as you go. So each new region, sub-region, and local landmark you encounter will deepen the clarity and richness of your map. In short, the more you explore, the more information the map will provide. Oh, that's so cool. That's one thing that appeals to me the most. I know that in RPG games, for me, I do play the main mission, but I get sidetracked with side missions all the time. Some merchant or civilian will tell me that their family member has been abducted, or there's some secret treasure north of this location. It gets me every time. In the midst of that, I'll find something that has nothing to do with the side quest that I was given. They need to really lean into that. The ability for the player to get lost in the game. And when navigating in the menu, the world map offers different zoom levels, each toggling different sets of information, from provinces' names at the farthest zoom to local landmarks and relevant icons at the closest. This map will be the cornerstone of your journey, your best ally in choosing where your next adventure lies or where to find your next quest objective. They say that when exploring the world, you should look out for undiscovered locations, like the question mark icons, because there's so many interesting places to seek out, whether in a destroyed camp or a hidden shrine. We want you to always feel a sense of discovery. They also touched on viewpoints, synchronization points. They're back in Shadows, but they work a little differently compared to the last entries of the series. Rather than unveiling large sections of the map along with all its opportunity icons, climbing viewpoints now reveal nearby points of interest as you observe your surroundings from the top of high points. City districts, temples, shrines, castles, most of which are tied to quests or activities you'll want to engage in. I remember that footage when completing the mission assassinating that target, climbed up to the Tenchu, and after receiving that legendary item, climbed even higher. This is the viewpoint for the synchronization that they're referring to. And as you can see, when the camera pans around looking at all this beautiful scenery, the little question marks and areas of interest that you can go discover. And this is outside of the mission. It's exactly what I'm talking about. A sense of discovery that just makes you want to play, want to explore. So you can move this camera through a 360-degree range to contemplate these points of interest and tag the nearby places that you wish to add to your compass. If you've visited them before, their names will appear. If not, they'll be listed as undiscovered locations, which you can mark for your future exploration. They say our goal in evolving the way viewpoints work was to give players a more intentional and active way to find their next adventure. And for our longtime fans, you'll be pleased to know that on top of the new manual camera move feature, the iconic synchronized camera movement will also return. This will let you fully appreciate the stunning scenery around you. And here's one thing that I appreciate. Fast travel. I played Dragon's Dogma. It's a great game. One thing that really kind of annoyed me was the restriction in fast traveling. I get it, they want it to be realistic, they want you to experience the world in real time, use these caravans to travel, but I don't know, fast traveling is just something that I don't think should be taken away from any game, and it's not available right away. You have to unlock that area first. Players will have to be careful about using them though, as some of these viewpoints will be located in the heart of enemy controlled territories, like on top of a Tenshu, the largest and tallest tower in any castle, which can be challenging to escape. So I'm assuming that when you fast travel somewhere an enemy occupies it, since you're in combat, you won't be able to fast travel again unless you're out of combat. And most viewpoints are accessible with both characters, but their approach may vary. In some instances, 𝐿 can easily climb outside of a structure using her grappling hook, whereas 𝐿𝐡𝐚𝐳 will likely need to take the stairs and go fight through the guards to reach the top. And if you don't want to get caught up in enemy controlled areas, there are going to be safe houses. Exploring each region will reveal safe houses called 𝐿𝐴𝐴𝐵𝐵𝐵 that players can acquire. These 𝐿𝐴𝐴𝐵𝐵𝐵 become small extensions of the hideout, your central home base that is fully customizable, by the way, and offers some of its practical functionalities, such as refilling your rations, tools, ammunition, accessing your gear stash, managing and accepting contracts, and replenishing scouts, as well as managing which allies can be summoned for help. These locations are the perfect stop to take a moment to plan your next move. Now, the hideouts are way more advanced than these, fully customizable, and there's a lot more to do in terms of preparation. So these 𝐿𝐴𝐴𝐵𝐵𝐵s, if I'm pronouncing that right, also unlock fast travel points that are considered safe. Here's a cool feature. I didn't know much about this. I just know that there are allies that you can use during your missions that help you with distractions, poisoning enemy areas, tossing explosions. But scouts are more than you think. As you progress through the game, more people will join your league as scouts. The more scouts you have, the better off you'll be. Scouts can help you locate quest objectives, gather resources to upgrade your hideout, and even cover your tracks by resetting provincial alerts. They are central to exploration and play a significant role in the war of information, which is an important aspect of your journey in Shadows, especially when scouting the world map. Because when you're uncertain about the location of an opportunity or target like a question mark, consult your world map and deploy scouts to scan the area and reveal a more precise location for your quest objectives. And the more scouts you deploy at once, the larger the scouting radius, increasing your odds of success to find what you're looking for. So using more scouts can be especially useful when you have not gathered all clues to reveal your objective, as they can help compensate for the knowledge you're missing. So overall, this is a world of secrets and opportunity. There's a lot to discover in the open world of Assassin's Creed Shadows, from temples to castles, hidden parkour trails to training grounds and other secrets. And that's the beautiful thing about swapping protagonists. 𝐿𝐴𝐴𝐵𝐵 does not have parkour, and I'm sure he will not be able to access some of these hidden trails, being that he does not have a grappling hook. Similarly, 𝐿𝐴𝐴𝐵𝐵 will not be able to access certain areas that are heavily armed with guards and areas that require brute force to infiltrate. And every place you discover will contribute to your progression in one way or another. While most of what you find can be completed by 𝐿𝐴𝐴𝐵𝐵 or 𝐿𝐴𝐴𝐵𝐵, each character will also have their unique sets of activities. For example, 𝐿𝐴𝐴𝐵𝐵 has a unique 𝐁𝐞𝐜 meditation activity that helps her focus her mind and reveals more about her life and backstory. While 𝐿𝐴𝐴𝐵𝐵 will encounter people in the world that can teach him new weapon-specific kata. These are special maneuvers you can unlock by performing a series of fight moves in a specific order with good timing. 𝐿𝐴𝐴𝐵𝐵 can also show off his skills in various horse archery events. There's so much I can go over in regards to this. I can see this conversation transitioning to a completely different topic, but I'm not really going to get into anything else because I wanted to cover the world of secrets and opportunity in Assassin's Creed Shadows. And I'm actually getting more and more optimistic about this project. All the controversy that's been out. So many people just want to get back to playing a game that offers the experiences that we used to have back in the day in the golden age of gaming. And we have to start somewhere. So that'll do it for this video. Let me know what you think of this in the comment section below. And you know I always appreciate you subscribing and liking the videos, but that'll do it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Be right out.